Welcome to KnightVision Media. I'm Brock McLeod, and commentating with me tonight is Chucky Lambert. And tonight we have the JV Farmington Knightheads versus the JV Tigers. And it should be a pretty good game. Both teams have a pretty good team, and JV Knightheads are looking to beat Festus here tonight and get a win. So, Chucky, this is your first time commentating.
Yes, it is.
And when I was my first time commentating, I was a little bit nervous. How do you feel?
I'm nervous too.
That should be good. Hopefully by halftime, you'll get in the groove.
Yeah.
So for starting for the JV Knightheads, we have Emily Grief, Megan Maxon, Kaylee Wooldridge, Blair Busenbarg, and Virginia Lugo. And for the Festus Lady Tigers, we have Coy Kendall, Benak, Oding, and Welsh. And the Knightheads get the ball with the tip. Busenbarg has some trouble with it, throws it away. Tigers get their first possession of the game. They're bringing it down the court. Early turnover for the Knightheads. Looks like the Knightheads are going to have a little pressure on the ball as Emily Grief knocks it away, steals it, comes down the floor, brings it to the corner. Casey to Busenbarg. Back to Grief. She passes it over to Lugo, down low to Wooldridge. Posts up, misses. Maxon with the rebound, puts it back up, ain't able to get that one to fall. Maxon gets her own rebound, kicks out to Grief as they're going to reset the offense here.
Good hustle.
Knights are looking to find a nice open shot right here.
Moving the ball well.
Yeah, a lot of passes so far from the Knightheads. Not trying to rush anything. As the Festus Lady Tigers have some pretty good defense thrown off so far, as the Knightheads aren't able to get anything right now. As they have a lot of pressure on the ball, a lot of movement. Down low to Maxon, she puts it up, misses far. And Festus with the rebound.
Great defense being played.
Oding brings it up the floor. Down low for what seemed like an easy layup, but she misses short. Rebound and the foul. And that'll go on, I believe it was on Megan Maxon. Yes, it is. As Welsh misses their first attempt. As Welsh misses their second shot in a row, Busenbarg with the rebound. Brings on the floor, kicks it to Grief in the corner. Grief pump fakes, drives, dishes out to Lugo. As Busenbarg with the open shot, ain't able to get it to fall. Festus knocks it around a little bit. Wooldridge gets the rebound for the Knightheads. Early on, doesn't seem like the Knightheads can get really anything going offensively. As there's a
I believe they were double teaming Wooldridge there.
Yep. I think they called a kick ball off of Festus, as the Knightheads will take it out in front of Festus' bench.
Emily Grief passing it.
Grief inbounds to Busenbarg. As Busenbarg gives it to Lugo. Lugo takes it back up the court. Gets double teamed. Kicks it to Wooldridge. Shot from Wooldridge is long, and Busenbarg with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Wooldridge. As they're going to reset here. As they pass it down low to Maxon. They're going to call a foul on Holt. So early on, it seems like Festus has some pretty good defense. I think you would agree with that.
Yes, I do.
And the Knightheads just haven't been able to get anything going, as Maxon from free throw misses. Wooldridge with the rebound. And they're going to call that a jump ball, and that's Festus' ball. And Farmington is going to bring the full court press. As Festus can't handle it. Almost a 5-second knocked away from Grief. Still Tigers possession.
Farmington's playing very good defense.
And that'll be a timeout for Festus, and we'll be right back after this commercial break with KnightVision Media.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Welcome back to KnightVision Media. As Festus just took a quick timeout as they're looking to inbounds, and the Knights are bringing the full court pressure again. As Wooldridge is trying to get that full court pass.
Will work out.
Almost out of bounds, and Welsh cannot handle it. It was a great pass, as probably would have been an easy bucket, but she just wasn't able to catch up to it, and it goes out of bounds. Knights ball. So they inbound it to Grief, back to Busenbark. And back to Griff again. She skipped past to Wooldridge. Down to Lugo. To Maxon. She box shot. Can't make it. Rebound Lugo. Kicks it out. And early on, you know, the Knights haven't been able to get any of their offensive plays to go. And because Festus is bringing that pressure, great movement towards the ball. And Knights haven't been able to get anything going so far. As Wooldridge messes up with the dribble there. Down low to Lugo. No shot.
They're being patient on offense.
Very patient. As it almost seems like they're almost scared to take a shot that they don't need to, which is not a bad thing. As Busenbark hits the 2, gets it to fall for the first points of the game. That'll come from the freshman Blair Busenbark, and the Knights again bring the full court pressure, and they try the touchdown pass again, but no one was there, as it'll be the Knights ball.
Wonder where that one was going.
Yeah, I guess she thought her player was going to cut back, but just wasn't the case as there was no one home. Festus kind of wanted a tip on that one, but they weren't going to get it. As subbing in for the Knights is Bailey Gillum and Gabby Jones, and for the Tigers, I believe, is number 10, Minks.
Hannah Minks.
They kick it to Gabby Jones, kicks it back to Lugo. Back to Busenbark for another 2. Doesn't get that one to fall. Rebound Festus, jump ball. And that'll be Knights ball. Early on, we got a lot of rebounds from the Knights. They haven't been able to get those shots to fall, but I mean, they're not taking bad shots. It's just they can't get the cap off the lid. You know, they can't get the lid off the goal, you know. It's just booted around by the Knights, and
turnover.
Festus still booted around, can't get it. Busenbark picks it up, throws it away, another turnover. As Oding will try to slow things down for the Tigers as she brings it up the court. Guarded closely by Gabby Jones. Dead ball. Is now Minks has it up top. Down low to Oding, can't get that to fall.
Stellar defense by both teams.
As Oding wasn't able to get that rebound as she knocked it out of bounds trying to save it. That'll be Knights ball. Blair Busenbark takes up the court, kicks it to Gabby Jones. Good pass to Wooldridge, almost fell over. As Busenbark takes it up, gives it to Lugo. And the Knights don't look like they're looking to take many shots as they get it down low to Bailey Gillum. That'll be out of bounds, and that'll be Festus ball. And taking it out for Festus is Caitlin Holt. As the Knights have pressure on the ball, they throw it over the top to Oding. She's able to get that one. As the Festus Tigers look to get their first points on the board. Good Coy Kendall. Out to Welsh. Welsh down low to Minks. They're going to call a foul on Wooldridge. That'll be her first foul. Second team foul. Great defense so far from both teams. No offense has been able to get any rhythm. As they kick it down low to Oding, out to Mink. She shoots it wide right. Rebounded by Coy Kendall, and she puts it back up for the putback, and it's tied game 2-2 for the Knightheads and Festus Lady Tigers. As Blair Bismarck brings up the floor, bounce pass to Kaylee Woodridge. Blair thought about shooting the three, but she decides to pass it around. Out to Gabby Jones. She then throws it right back to Busenbark. Fakes the shot. Blair drives, pushes off the backboard, isn't able to get it to fall. And I think they're going to call it over the back. And they're going to call over the back on Gabby Jones. No, correction, it was Bailey Gillum with the foul. That's her first third-team foul. As Knightheads bring the full court pressure. Festus tries that long touchdown pass. This time it goes to Oding. She kicks it off to Coy Kendall. They're going to call it travel on, who's that? Was that Caitlin Holt for the Festus Tigers. As we look so far, Blair Bismarck with the only score for the Knightheads tonight is subbing in for Virginia Lugo. Number 22, Sarah Worley. As we're just under a minute left in the game, in the first quarter, correction. As Worley drives, dishes off to Gabby Jones. She drives, shoots. That was a rebound by Coy Kendall. Oding takes up the floor, passes off the Minks. Minks guarded by Gillum. Off to Welsh, down low to Coy Kendall again. Isn't able to get it to go, but she gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Gets fouled, and that'll be 2 free throws for the Festus Lady Tigers.
Great hustle out there.
And that foul goes on freshly input player Sarah Worley. It's Coy Kendall with their first attempt. Makes it. Second attempt doesn't get it to fall. Rebound by Gillum. Dishes off to Busenbark. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. She drives on the floor. Dishes it to Gabby Jones. Gabby Jones looks for a skip pass to Worley. Worley looks to drive baseline, but they're all over there. And a late double dribble call on Sarah Worley, but she did pick up her dribble and then put it back down on the floor.
Yes, I did see that.
So far, you know, very good defense from both sides. As they try another long pass down the court, Oding takes it for the layup. With 5 seconds left in the first quarter, it's 5-2 Festus Lady Tigers. And with that, that's the end of the first quarter, and we will be back for second quarter action with KnightVision Media.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. And don't forget the wings for only 50 cents on Sundays and Mondays. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
This is your year. You're ready to become a homeowner, or maybe find your dream home. Have you been waiting to refinance? No matter the situation, First State Community Bank can provide the mortgage that's right for you. Rates are low, so see the team at First State Community Bank today to get started. Remember that when it comes to your finances, success starts here.
Welcome back to KnightVision Media. It's the second quarter action as Macy Pauls is subbed in the game for the Knightheads as they bring the half-court pressure And also in for the Knighthettes is Zoe Johns, Emily Grief, and Claire Boosie. That'll be a foul on Emily Grief, her first, 5th team foul. And the first quarter is very low scoring for both teams, as the defense for both is very well, and no offense was able to get anything going. And Blair Busenbark has been the only scorer for the Knighthettes so far, as Minx takes it up top, gets it knocked away, but Coy Kendall is able to get the deflection.
A lot of fouls committed so far for our home team.
Back to Banak as she bobbles it around, as Festus will look to take a quick timeout. And we'll be right back after this short commercial break with KnightVision Media.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Welcome back to KnightVision Media. As Festus took a quick timeout to discuss things over, as they were being poor handled with the ball, as they needed to get a quick timeout, discuss things over, as the Knighthettes has been able to cause a lot of commotion on the defensive side, as the inbounds pass goes to Welsh, as she picks up her dribble, kicks it to Banak, as Banak kicks it to Oding, back to Banak. And I think they're playing man-to-man, as they're going to call a foul on Emily Grief on the pass there, as that'll be her second, 6th team foul. Is subbing in for the Knighthettes for Grief is Blair Busenbark. Minx with the inbounds pass to Welsh. Welsh takes it, shoots it, isn't able to get the fall. Rebound by Zoe Johns out to Pauls. She brings up the floor, kicks it to Gabrielle Jones. She gives it to Zoe Johns from free throw, and she's able to get that one to fall. It is a 1-point lead for the Festus Lady Tigers, and Coach Banger's looking for the full court pressure, as Oding takes it, breaks the press pretty quickly. Looking to get the offense set up here.
Maybe that'll get their offense started.
You may be right with that. The Knighthettes haven't been able to get any open shots so far to fall, as they're going to call it travel, and that'll be Knighthettes ball. There's been a lot of turnovers early on for both teams. As the inbounds goes to Pauls, she looks to drive it up, crosses over, kicks it to Jones. They're going to look to find Johns in the middle. She's one of the taller players on the court. As Pauls for 3. Isn't able to get that one to fall. And they're going to call it out of bounds on Festus. Looked like Farmington may have tipped it out of bounds, but the ref didn't see it, so it'll go the Knights' way as they kick it to Boosie, as she shoots from free throws and able to get that one to fall. As the rebound goes to Banak, as she throws it down to Welsh, as gets it blocked by Boosie. What a block.
Great hustle.
This may get a transition bucket, as Pauls is going to be called with the carry. But after that block, Knighthettes tried to look to capitalize on a transition bucket, but wasn't able to get it to go. And that's what you'll see with the bigger girls that Farmington has. You got the taller ones like Johns and Boosie, and they're bigger than everyone else down there, so they can get those easy blocks if they're not careful.
Great defensive anchors.
As Coy Kendall goes right past Zoe Johns for the bucket. 7-4 lead for the Festus Lady Tigers. The kick down to Boosie to Johns for the bucket. And that's a quick 4 points from Zoe Johns, coming in, getting some offensive spark off the bench, as a Minx kicks it down to Coy Kendall.
I think that was another block.
Well, there was a lot of commotion down there. 2 people fell as they kick it down to Johns, and She isn't able to get that one to fall. Boozy with the rebound. And there you see two of the taller girls get the easy buckets. And they're going to call a timeout for the Festus Lady Tigers. And we'll be right back with Night Vision Media.
The Steak and Shake half-price happy hour is upon us. One must train to awaken at 2 a.m. for hand-dipped milkshakes.
But there's another one during the day, between 2 and 5 p.m.
Happy hour just got happier. Get half-price fall shakes now from 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
Welcome back to Night Vision Media. Festus is still in their timeout. And as you've seen, Zoe Johns and Claire Boozy came into the game. And they've scored 6 quick points for the Knightheads.
Big spark for them.
That's what we'll look for from the Knightheads, is they got deep potential on the benches. You can have anyone come off that bench and provide a spark, as we just saw with Johns as she's being subbed out by Maxon.
Wonderful depth. Wonderful. Boozy's still
our
in.
loud and proud pep band. That is something that's become more and more famous coming to home boys and girls basketball games this year.
Good school pride.
They are very proud of their school and very loud, hence the name Loud and Proud. As the inbounds goes to Welsh, as they're gonna
Turn the ball over.
Gonna be another turnover.
Both teams need to be more careful with the ball at this rate.
And I think you said that correctly. Both teams have had quite a bit of turnovers, and they're just not really taking care of the ball as much as they need to, as they've been looking to kind of rush things. As Blair Busenbark inbounds the ball to Gabby Jones, mishandled, but gets it back. Claire Boozy with the shot, misses. And they get it back to Boozy out to Macy Pauls for 3. She doesn't get that one to fall.
Just off.
As Welsh looks to get a transition bucket, as that's going to be out of bounds on Claire Boozy. Great hustle as she tried to keep the possession and try to get an open man down the court.
Wonderful transition defense.
And just wasn't able to handle it. As they bring the pressure again as they try to throw it up. Gabrielle Jones, with the easy steal. Down to Pauls. To Claire Boozy for the easy bucket. That was a great pass from Pauls. As there you see, there's 4 points from Boozy. As they try a touchdown pass, stolen by Macy Pauls.
Boozy's having a great game today.
As she gets double teamed and stolen from her, but Welsh was out of bounds and she stole the ball, so that'll be Knightheads' ball. Seen a lot of hustle so far throughout this game. As it inbounds to Busenbark. Out to Pauls. She's getting double teamed. Kicks it to Gabrielle Jones. Off to Busenbark. Fakes a shot down to Boozy at the free throw line to Pauls. She drives in. Dishes down low to Maxon. Wasn't able to handle the pass. As Megan is able to knock it with one hand and get it back for the offense.
Made up for the turnover.
It's down low to Boozy, and I think they're going to call a foul. And that is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to call a foul. So they're going to call a foul on Coy Kendall, who hasn't had a break so far this game, as she seems to be their best player on the court. As inbounds goes to Maxon at the free throw line, she shoots and she scores.
Great shot.
We've seen a lot of scoring from the bigger girls so far, the taller ones, I should say.
And if I'm not mistaken, also almost all their points are coming off the bench too.
You're exactly right. As Maxon started off the game, and she was subbed back in, and she comes back in, gets a bucket, and then she gets fouled right there.
Instant offense. You gotta love it.
And that'll be another foul. And Coy Kendall, I believe, yes, that is her second, 5th team foul. As they're looking to bring the press to the Knightheads.
Already 11 fouls in the game for both teams.
As the ref had to tell her to get off the floor. Down to Boozy. Back to Jones. Over to Pauls. Down low to, I believe. Yes, it was Boozy, but she wasn't able to hold on to that. That'll be another turnover for the Knightheads. And subbing in for the Knightheads is Virginia Lugo in for Macy Pauls. And later on tonight, after the JV game, of course, we will have the varsity game. And that should be a great game. Festus has a really good team. And as well as Farmington, as you got Lexi Pauls, Macy's older sister, who just broke the single-season three-point record. As we will see some of that tonight after the JV game.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great game.
As Oding is able to get out of the double-team trap. She brings down the floor, picks up her dribble, down low to Welsh. Welsh with the hook shot, isn't able to get that one to fall. Rebound by Maxon. Knights are running in transition. Jones to Virginia Lugo. She almost fell out of bounds. Good athleticism to
Great save.
is Boozy with the shot. Isn't able to get down the fall. Gets her doesn't get her own rebound. It was Virginia Lugo with the rebound. Down to Boozy at the corner. Shoots. Doesn't get that one to fall. Rebound by Welsh. As Oding, the point guard for the Festus Lady Tigers, slows things down, kicks it to Benak. As Benak kicks it back to Welsh, as they're looking for Coy Kendall down low. As Coy Kendall gets the ball down low to Benak, gets it blocked, it looked like, but they're going to call a foul on Boozy.
Nobody on the Festus team so far has got a break. It's just all misses for them right now.
That'll be her second foul, and in for the... So they had a little mix-up on the little substitution as Benak looks to take her first free throw. She doesn't get that one to fall. Kind of a funky shooting motion, I would say.
Yeah, she's kind of
Kind of slinging it up there.
Yeah.
As in for the night, it's Sarah Worthy. Excuse me. As Busenbark brings down the floor, kicks it to Worley. Worley drives, dishes back to Busenbark, to Maxon, down low to Boozy.
Almost stolen.
As Boozy dribbles it out, kicks it to Busenbark. Out to Worley. Worley with the shot. Doesn't get out on the fall. Virginia Lugo with the rebound with the easy putback.
Wonderful hustle.
That'll be her first 2 points of the game. So there's a 14-7 lead for the Knights as they have been able to get a little bit of a run going, increasing their lead to 7.
Right there, it looked like Benak had an open shot, but she just didn't want to take it, I guess.
You know, that's something you don't see very often in girls' games is the three-point ball doesn't really seem to come in effect that much, as they like to get those shots. As Boozy with a big block as she gets that, brings it down the floor, almost gets it stolen, stops with the put-up, gets that one to fall. As there's under 30 seconds left in the first half, as they kick it to Welsh. Welsh drives, tries to get it over Boozy. She does, off the backboard, doesn't get able to fall. Busenbark brings up the floor. She drives in, passes to Verlugo, but it's knocked away from Festus as there's 10 seconds left. Virginia Lugo with the open shot there in the corner gets that one to fall as the Knights look to increase that lead to 18-7 as a half-court shot goes up and doesn't get that one to fall. So at the end of the first half, it's your Farmington Knights leading 18-7 over the Lady Tigers, and we'll be right back after halftime with KnightVision Media.
Now at Qdoba Mexican Grill, extras aren't extra. So you can pack your favorite entrees full of flavor. Try something new today at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's, we're America's fish fry.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You You've reached MegaBank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cashback and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. All you can eat for only $5.55. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet if you are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with dachshund breeding.
No.
Let me try. Sarah's bright, but when she's reading, she has trouble sounding out words. Playing world music. What?
I give up.
Wait, I was trying to show you how Sarah feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Why must we wear these blindfolds, Master?
Fulfilling one's hunger at Steak and Shake requires heightened senses. The scent of handcrafted steak burgers, quick seared on the grill, singing in harmony with delicious hand-dipped milkshakes.
Found it!
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Zestier, cheesier, and always something new packed with fresh ingredients. Make sure to bring the kids on Wednesdays for only 99 cents. CC's Pizza in Farmington. We'll see you there.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Everything's better when it's handmade, especially A&W's hand-breaded chicken tenders. Delicious 100% white meat chicken, made right and served with your choice of sauces, including our signature spicy Papa sauce. Try them now at your local A&W.
The one and only A&W Papa Burger. It's everything a burger should be. Big flavor, no nonsense. Stacked with classic toppings and our signature Papa sauce. The Papa Burger, always at your local A&W.
Nothing compares to fresh, intense flavors of Qdoba Mexican Grill. So for your next event, don't forget to call us for Qdoba Catering. Add a kick to your next event with Qdoba Mexican Grill in Farmington.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Hi, welcome to CC's. Hey, they don't call it CC's for nothing.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
KnightVision Media, as we're going to get this second half underway, as both teams played a very close first half until the last little tail end of that, is because the Knights had a lot of spark off the bench as their post players were able to get easy buckets down low, and they even increased their range up to the free throw line at times. And look for the Knights to try to extend that 11-point lead and really put this one out of question before the end of the third quarter, as that would be their plan, I would assume.
I would hope so.
And it looks like they're going to go with their starting five out of the half, with Megan Maxson, Kaylee Woodridge, Zoe Johns, Emily Griffin, Blair Boozmark. And Zoe Johns came in and provided a spark off the bench really early. She scored 6 quick buckets, or 4, excuse me. She scored 4 points pretty quickly. And Festus, you know, really, after they scored their first 7 points, they really kind of struggled offensively as the Knights picked up their defense and started to put a lot more pressure on the ball. And
they just weren't taking the shots that they wanted.
Yeah, they seemed like they're kind of rushing shots, trying to shoot over the post, or the post players down low, as Grief kicks it to Buzenbark, out to Wooltridge. And there's another turnover for the Knights, as that was a big story in the first half. Was kind of it was turnovers on both sides of the ball, as they, you know, made some sloppy passes right into the defense, and they were able to get a quick steal out of that. But like you said, no transition really out of both teams, as that pass was knocked away as Coy Kendall, you know, kind of
looked
went
like
to
a
the
kick
ground.
ball.
They're going to call that Festus ball, as Holt will inbound it. She gets it to Welsh. Welsh will get called with a double dribble, as it'll be white ball.
No breaks for neither side.
Is look for the Knights to have a faster pace of their offense, because I think in the first half, you know, they kind of was being real patient, and when they started shooting the ball, when they're,
I feel like they're gonna get out in transition.
Zoe Johns with the easy bucket, increasing that lead to 13.
I feel like they're gonna get out in transition when they can get those turnovers.
And you see they're still sticking with the press, as it was broken pretty easily, and
the foul.
Minx will get the foul called, as she will shoot 2, and that foul will go on Zoe Johns. And the Knights will take a timeout here before Minx can get her first free throw off, and we'll be right back with KnightVision Media.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
And welcome back to KnightVision Media. And Chucky, over the break during halftime, we were talking about the spark off the bench the Knights have had through the first half, and that has gave them a quite substantial lead.
Huge lead.
As like we said earlier, we would expect the Knights to try to extend that and try to put it out of reach early on.
Maybe they'll turn to the bench this game.
As you've seen Zoe Johns come off the bench in the first half, and she's starting off in the second half, and I would think that would be a big key for the Knights, is a look for their post players down low to get some easy block shots, as Minx with their first shot gets that one to fall. As that is our first bucket of the half. And we'll look to see if she can get her second one to fall.
The Knights are up to 17 rebounds tonight.
And yeah, they've been able to get their own rebounds. They've been able to get loose balls, as they're going to call a line violation on Minx as she crossed the line before the ball hit the rim. And it's going to be white ball. Grief is looking to inbound it, and they're going to bring the full court press. She inbounds it to Wooldridge, gives it back to Grief. Grief takes up the floor, gives it to Maxon. High pass, and she didn't get her feet set, as they're going to call a travel on Maxon. And Banger's pleading his case, but will not get that argument for the team, as the Festus Lady Tigers are right in front of the Knights bench. As what we've seen is that
another huge pass.
Every inbounds pass, it seems they're looking for that long runner, and it hasn't given much success thus far, as they've turned it over quite a bit off of that pass. As Grief kicks it down low to Johns, and Johns puts it up for another easy bucket, and that's a key so far to begin the second half, is Zoe Johns. Zoe Johns is taller than most people down low. She gets a steal right there. Controls it, gives it to Grief. They're going to set up the offense real quick.
With her size, she could just shoot over the top of most defenders.
And there's another rebound, as Grief with the 3 ball doesn't get able to fall. Rebound by Johns, puts it up, and the foul gets the bucket to count. That'll be an and one opportunity for Zoe Johns. And the story so far in the second half has been Zoe Johns, as that'll be her, I believe.
That'll be here, I think, 6th point, and now she's shooting free throws.
Closer to 10. I believe. Zoe looks to convert the and one. She gets it to fall, as the Knights with the full court press again, as they haven't laid off that full court press, but it's breaking pretty easily this time. And Banat kicks it over to Coy Kendall. Coy Kendall puts it up for an easy 2 points. And then for the Knights is Macy Pauls, as Festus Lady Tigers have broader press, and that one goes high over Maxon's head. Turnover for the Knights. And then for the Knights is 25 Virginia Lugo and 24 Gabrielle Jones. And as you see for this JV team, a lot of freshmen coming into the game.
A lot of freshmen.
As they are very deep on that bench. And you got quite a few that played the varsity level too. You got Macy Pauls, and then you got Zoe Johns, and you got some of your older ones that play at the varsity level as well. As they ran a trick play and were able to get an easy bucket as the Knightheads almost threw it down and got a backcourt violation, but they'll get the easy 2 points, and Festus wants another timeout to discuss
that was a crazy play.
What went wrong there, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Ah, the $4 menu presents many options, yet grants us only one stomach.
Master? How does one decide between the original double and cheese or the fresh guacamole steak burger? The garlic double steak burger. Or an all-beef Chicago-style football.
How do you decide, Master?
Pictures.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Welcome back to KnightVision Media, and Festus just came off a bizarre play that you won't see very often, as they did not defend their own goal, and the Knightheads were seemed a little bit confused by why there was no defenders down there, as they almost took it down to their own goal and almost got a backcourt violation, but they quickly realized
At first I thought that was a run play, but I don't know, that just looked a little different.
And they quickly realized that, oh, this is our goal, we have no one down here, so we'll just take the easy bucket.
Yeah, at first they were taking it down to the Lady Tiger side, and then I guess they just realized this is...
And they've opened up a 17-point lead in the second half, and they're not going to bring the full court presses. I think they're going to look to play more conservative defense here.
Johns is up to 9 points off the bench. It's just, she's having a great game today.
And Benak is going to bring up the floor for Festus. Guarded closely by Gabrielle Jones. Off to Coy Kendall. She can't handle the pass, and that'll be another turnover for the Festus Lady Tigers.
So many turnovers.
Yeah, there's been a lot of turnovers so far, and like we said earlier, you know, they've been taking kind of careless passes, not really trying to take care of the ball.
There's
another one right there. And you get it down low to Johns, and she doesn't like what she saw there, so she kicks it back out to Jones. She skipped past the Pauls. Pauls for three. Hasn't been able to get a three ball to fall. She's 0 for 3 from 3-point. So they get it down low to Johns, and that'll be another bucket for Zoe Johns, and that's what you need to look for in this second half to try to extend that lead for the Knightheads. Zoe Johns.
I wonder if at this point maybe Bangers said run the offense through Johns.
I mean, it would seem like that'd be a good plan, because she hasn't been able to get stopped so far. There's been no answer for her. As Benak tries to drive down low, and they're going to call a foul on Macy Pauls. Pauls was kind of stunned by the foul call. She thought she had all ball there, but they're going to get the foul on Pauls, her first. Second team foul of the half, and Benak is going to take her first free throw attempt. Gets that one to fall. As in for the Knightheads is Claire Busey and Riley Bond.
Claire Boozy also having an okay game off the bench.
And in the third quarter, you know, it's 29-11. As she doesn't get her second one to fall. As a rebound by Bond kicks out to Lugo. As they throw a missile pass, and they're going to get a foul called on Coy Kendall as she tried to jump over the back of Busey and knock that one away, but she'll get the foul called. That'll be her, I believe.
Coy Kendall today just not having a very good game.
That'll be her third foul. And she seems to be the only player on Festus that's been really getting anything going. As the inbounds to Jones, and she'll get the easy wide open shot to fall.
Good baseline jumper.
Increases their lead up to 20.
They're starting to pull away now.
Yeah, like we said earlier, you know, the Knightheads probably came out looking for some intensity on the offensive side, trying to get a lead so they can focus more on the defense, you know. As Welsh drives, puts it up, gets the foul called. 2 shots is going to go her way, as that'll be a foul.
The free throw shooting today for Festus hasn't been the greatest either.
And that'll be a first foul on Riley Bond, as Welsh is going to look to convert the 2 points here as the first one. Misses short. And just like you said, the free throw shooting for Festus hasn't been that great tonight, and if they would have sank all of them, they might be in this game, as she gets a second one to fall. Inbounds to Pauls as they break up the press pretty easily. She gives it to Virginia Lugo, running down the floor for an easy layup. What a great play by the Knightheads.
Great transition ball.
As Festus quickly comes back, trying to get a quick bucket. But the defense for the Knightheads is kind of standing strong. As Cole Kendall gets the ball at the free throw line, she drives into Claire Boosie, gets the foul called. As that's been a big thing so far for the Festus Lady Tigers. They've been getting to the free throw line.
Haven't been knocking them down, though.
Haven't get to the line. As they've just been driving into their post players down low for the Knightheads and just getting easy fouls. And Banger calls a timeout, so we'll be right back with more second half action with KnightVision Media.
Why do we insist on 100% Alaskan whitefish? Why do we always hand dip in our famous batter, cook it to golden perfection, and serve it with fries for just $1.99? Because at Long John Silver's, we think you deserve more for $1.99.
A Food Network star must be ready for anything. In this challenge, contestants were asked to create a pizza with kicked-up flavors.
The pizza, inspired by the winning creation, will be featured on our menu for a limited time nationwide.
I want to use some mangoes, some pineapples, some peaches to make a dessert-style pizza. I don't think there's a better victory than to have your pizza on a CC's menu.
And don't miss CC's new Fiery Mango Tango Pizza, inspired by a winning dish on Food Network Star, in restaurants for a limited time. Brought to you by CC's Pizza. Better believe it.
Welcome back to Farmington High School's Coy Kendall missed her first free throw attempt as the second one. And they're going to call a second line violation during the free throws for Festus. That's the second player tonight to jump the line early, as that won't count the free throw there. As Festus is going to look to stop the bleeding a bit, as Pauls gets it down to Boozy. Kicks it to Jones. Jones with the open shot, doesn't get the fall. Rebound by Coy Kendall. Stolen by Gabrielle Jones, as she's going to get fouled. And I believe that's going to go on, Holt. And yes, it'll go on Caitlin Holt for the Festus Lady Tigers. And that's their third team foul of the second half. Inbounds to Macy Pauls. Macy Pauls for three. That's 4 threes tonight. Hasn't been able to get it to fall, and I think she's just rushing her shots, trying to get some points. I mean, she hasn't taken any unopened shots. It's just she hasn't been able to get them to fall, and they're going to call it out of bounds on Festus Lady Tigers. There's an inbounds to Riley Bond. She didn't know the play, and they're going to call a push. On number 20 for the Festus Tigers, and that'll be Welsh. That'll be her third. Inbounds to Jones. Kicks it to Paul. She breaks the press, looking to drive. Maybe stepped out of bounds. Riley Bond drives in, gets fouled. That'll be a foul for her. She's gonna get a chance for 2 points at the free throw line. As Riley Bond, hasn't been able to have a lot of playing time this season, but it seems like when she gets in, she kind of takes advantage of it, and tonight she could look to get herself on the scorebooks. As the first free throw is good for Bond, and in for the Tigers is number 12, Katie Prater.
I don't know if you heard, but in the Jackson game when they beat Jackson, she hit a three-pointer to help secure the deal in that game.
Yep. And Bond looking for her second free throw to fall. And it does not. Bounces far. Rebound by Pauls. As Pauls is one of those players on the JV team that also plays varsity. They get it down low to Boosie, and she gets an easy layup for the Knightheads.
More post action.
A lot of post action for the Knightheads. And I think that's a big key for them. And I mean, they don't have Festus doesn't have the size like they do.
Going into the later stages of this game up by 24, you got to imagine their opportunity is slowly closing down.
And we were talking about the Knightheads trying to get this game out of reach, and it looks like they've done probably just that.
A couple more points, and I think this is done.
As Riley causes her player to fall down, and Virginia Lugo gets the ball, puts it in for a layup, up 26 points. As Macy Pauls almost got the steal, but they're going to call a foul on her. As she almost just can't believe it. She's kind of smiling. Is coming in for the Knights is Bailey Gillum.
Another freshman.
All freshmen on the floor except for Bond and Boosie. As Benak brings it up the floor for the Tigers, kicks it to Welsh. Welsh looking to get
I've noticed the Tigers, the Lady Tigers, tonight haven't been using a lot of their bench. Well, mostly the same players.
And their bench is kind of shallow. They have 8 players on their team, so you would expect to see a lot of in and out action. But as you look on their bench, they only have 1 sub, so it's kind of hard to get rest time for your players if they only have 1 sub. There's a little bit of commotion with the referee and a fan. Seems like this fan, older gentleman down here, was causing some commotion, but they got it underhand. They got it handled. They're going to call it jump ball. That'll be Festus' ball. Inbounds goes to Coy Kendall. Oh, she gets blocked by Boosie, and that's 3 blocks, I believe, from her tonight.
Swap party.
As she's just not let anyone score on her unless it's way over the top, but she has just been a dominant presence down low for the Knights. As she's just been blocking shots left and right. As Kaylee Wooldridge subs back in, and you hear the fan down there telling the referee to do his job. And they're gonna call it out of bounds on Festus as both players went down to the ground there. As I don't quite know what Pauls was trying to accomplish by going to the sideline. She had no room. As subbing in for the Knights is Elizabeth Felker, as you said, and she is another freshman. On the floor is all freshmen except for Bond. He's getting quite a bit of playing time.
Felker
as the inbounds goes to Welsh.
Felker also doesn't get a lot of playing time.
And there's a block by Felker coming on off the bench, causing some spark, as that's going to be out of bounds on Pauls. But that's been a big key. I mean, there's been a lot of spark coming off the bench for the JV Knights. I mean, Elizabeth Felker just got in the game, not in for a minute, and gets her first big play of the game with a block.
Maybe she'll have a good game today.
As Coy Kendall gets the ball, tries to spin, jumper, and she gets fouled. And that foul is going to go on Kaylee Wooldridge, her second 6th team foul, and that'll put the Lady Tigers in the bonus as Coy Kendall gets the first one to fall. And I think you could agree on this, that the Knights came out with some intensity starting off the second half and just put this game out of reach.
At this point, I think it's just about out of reach. It would take a miracle to lose this one, or to win this one for the Lady Tigers.
As Pauls with some fancy moves, but she's going to get called for a travel. She got triple teamed, as she can't believe it.
I wonder what kind of defense the Lady Tigers were playing there. They just instantly triple teamed her.
See, I think they were trying to get back on defense, but they saw Pauls coming up the floor, so I guess they all had the instinct to go after the ball. As the inbounds goes to Coy Kendall. As Coy Kendall looked like she may have walked, but they're not going to call it. And the loose balls are covered from Welch, but she can't get the layup to go. And Bailey Gillum with the rebound. They're going to call a jump ball. And that'll be Festus' ball. They're going to try to look for a quick inbounds point here. As Minks kicks it out to Benak. Benak looking to shake Riley Baum. She's playing some really tough defense. She's not afraid as Minks with the 3 gets it to fall. That's the first 3 we've seen hit tonight, I believe.
Yeah, I think Paul's has shot 4, hasn't made 1. I think that's about it.
As Bond gets on the ground, she's playing really tough tonight. She's not afraid to get down and dirty as she gets the jump ball. As the coach has a couple words with the referee, but nothing will amount to that as he's still kind of gives him a pat on the back. I guess they understood each other there. There's an inbounds to Bond. She drives, loose ball, turnover for Bond. And a turnover for the Lady Tigers is they're going to call a foul.
A big thing for the Knightheads tonight has been the post play, and then the points off the bench has just been crazy.
And I think you said that correctly, because they've had a lot of opportunities off the bench. There's been a lot of players come off the bench and just instantly provide that spark that they need as Pauls.
Bond came in, got a free throw drop. Felker got a quick block. And then you got
Pauls looks to shake her defender, kicks to Bond. Bond doesn't like the shot. She gets it, shoots, misses far. Because I think they're trying to get her a couple points there. As Nancy drives, and they're going to call a foul on the floor.
And you got to appreciate that. Starters getting the ball to the, I guess you say, backup players.
Rewarding her for efforts so far. As soon as she got in the game, she hasn't let up a bit. She's been 100 miles an hour the whole time. And that's what you like to see. You like to see these JV games, They weren't quite ready for varsity. They're going to call another line violation against the Festus Lady Tigers.
These girls need to back up or something. This is just...
As the coach for Festus is kind of confused as Megan Maxon comes in for Kaylee Wooldridge. And Macy Pauls will inbound. As you see Minks after that line violation, she was kind of in shock. She looked up to her coach, and her coach just, I don't know, as there's 3 seconds left. They kick it to Felker. Felker shoots, kind of an off-balance shot, but the Knights lead the Festus Lady Tigers 38-17 after 3, and we'll be right back for fourth quarter action with KnightVision Media.
Mineral Area College, your next step. Enroll today at mineralarea.edu.
Achieving perfect balance is the key to a balanced life.
Do I achieve balance, Master?
Patience.
Mercy. Are you finally satisfied, Master?
I'm sorry?
I said, are you finally satisfied?
Come in for a handcrafted steak burger and milkshake at Steak and Shake.
Welcome back to KnightVision Media as we're about to get the fourth quarter underway. It's a 38-17 lead for the Knightheads as they seem to put this one out of reach for the Lady Tigers as they came out in the third quarter quickly with some intensity. And another main story is that bench coming off with the spark as there's a quick steal from the Knightheads from Gabrielle Jones. She keeps out the grief. As the starters have rotated back in, except for Felker. She has stayed in the game.
Felker came out with some quick intensity.
As Grief with the 3, and she doesn't get that one to fall. You've seen a lot of 3s taken from these guards for the Knightheads, but
I feel like tonight, or in this fourth quarter now that they're up, I feel like they're going to be a lot more comfortable with that shot. Take it quite more.
Tip from Felker. She's...
No, it's not Felker.
No, it's Blair Busenbark. My bad.
It's all right.
As Blair Busenbark's playing tight defense, she's going to guard the inbounds passes. The ref tells her she can run the line. As there's another long pass. Is that what you've seen from Festus Tigers on their inbounds pass? Is that long runner down the court. And that's one of the very few that have not been stolen. As she's looking to push off as she pushes off of Gabrielle Jones and gets that one to fall.
The Lady Tigers, to come back into this, they're going to go on a huge run, but I just don't see it happening tonight.
As Felker gets it down to Max and doesn't get able to fall. She gets her own rebound. Out to Jones. She with the quick jumper gets that one to fall. And Jones tonight, she has, I believe,
that jumper.
Gabby Jones. I believe she has like 4 or 6 points. And she's just been able to get those quick open shots and get them to knock them down.
If I'm not mistaken, both of her points have been baseline jumpers tonight, too.
And Banak gets an easy little baseline layup to go. As Gabrielle Jones, she has a lot of speed, gets it down the floor quickly. Maxon.
Too high.
A little high for the shorter point guard for the Knightheads, as that one was a little bit out of her reach, and that'll be a turnover for the Knightheads.
I'm honestly surprised the Knightheads is not going with pure backups and reserves here.
Well, I think is what they're trying to do is they put in them backups for like the whole third quarter, and they're trying to give them a break, and they're going to call a foul on Banak. And I would have to almost agree with you, but the fact that they have a big lead, I just wouldn't see the point in wearing out your subs. As Banger has some
they have a
confusion.
huge bench going on here. I mean,
and everyone for the Knightheads has gotten into play tonight. And Coach Banger's going to call another timeout, and we'll be right back with KnightVision Media.
Hi, welcome to CC's.
At last, all the stuffed crust pizza you could ever dream of is now on CC's Pizza Buffet for just $5 and change. Unlimited stuffed crust pizza at CC's. Better believe it.
Welcome back to KnightVision Media in the fourth quarter with 5.5 minutes left to go in this game, as Emily Grief is at the line shooting 2 free throws. I believe, no, 1 and 1, I believe. As she doesn't get the first one to fall. Rebound from the Lady Tigers as the Tigers look to get a transition bucket down to Welch. And Welch is going to get fouled, and that'll be double bonus for the Lady Tigers, and that foul went on number 24, Gabrielle Jones, as the first attempt from Welch misses. And let's see if they can get out of this free throw situation without another line violation. As they do, and they get the second one to fall.
It looked like she was purposely trying not to do that. She was kind of straightened her knees.
As they look, and they get it down to Maxon, who is there all by herself with an easy layup.
Easy 2 points. That's just been the story of the day, though. Getting down in that post and scoring with ease.
They've opened up a 20-point lead here in the fourth quarter as Minx gets fouled.
Tons of free throws tonight for the Lady Tigers.
Tons of free throws. But it seems that every time that the Lady Tigers get up there, they've either had a line violation or they just haven't been to get them to fall. As Minx gets her first attempt to go in, is there going to be a substitution for the Knightheads, and that'll be 25 Virginia Lugo, and for Elizabeth Felker. Who played very well coming off the bench. She came in and got a quick block, made her presence felt as Minx with the second attempt doesn't get down to fall off of Maxon. And that'll be Festus' ball.
Some confusion down on the court right now, it looks like.
Trying to figure out who they want to inbound the ball, who's best for the situation. Is it's Coy Kendall going to take it out? As she tries to get it to Welch, but Welch isn't able to grab it.
For more turnovers.
And Grief with the rebound, takes it down, gives it to Busenbark for the easy layup. And the lead just keeps getting bigger and bigger for the Knights.
They're not letting their foot off the gas. They're just keep pressing. And you can't really blame them for it. They're having a great game. And
that's just something, you've been taught playing sports as a little kid, never let up, full throttle all the way, play as hard as you can, and good things will happen. And that's exactly what's happened for the Knightheads so far as Bailey Gillum comes in the game. And as you see for the Knightheads, when the players come off the bench for them, they're not, you would expect them to be cold, but they're not scared. They're ready to get in the game as much as the next person. And Riley Baum was a key example of that. As Grief from downtown, and that's the first 3 for the Knightheads, as she hits that one.
With ease. She was confident in that shot, as I said earlier. They're going to be a lot more comfortable, I feel.
As pick it up before they get past half court, and they're going to call a travel on Prater. And in for the Festus Tigers is Caitlin Holt. As Prater is going to be taken out of the game after that travel's called on her. Inbound to Busenbark. Bismarck kicks it to Jones, mishandled, but she's able to get it. Kicks it over to Grief, down to Gillum. Gillum with the baseline jumper, misses long, air ball. Is there?
You gotta love the tenacity they're playing with.
They're getting at it down there with the jump ball. That'll be Knightette's ball. And the inbounds play from the Knighthettes. Goes over the top to Gillum. Gillum with the quick shot. He's going to get fouled, and that'll be 2 shots for Gillum.
Hopefully she can convert these free throws, get her name in the score column.
Yeah,
seems like everybody's chipped in a little bit.
Almost every player for the Knighthettes has contributed on the scorecard, but
or at least somewhere. Defense.
Everyone's contributed for the Knighthettes tonight, as they've either coming off the bench playing good defense, or like a Felker came in, got a big block. Or, you know, you have girls like Zoe Johns who came in and just started scoring like crazy, and Bailey Gillum doesn't get her first one to fall. She'll look to get the second one. The second one's up and long again as the rebound goes to Festus. Brings up the court to Banak. Banak looking to set up the offense. Crosses over Grieve, gives it off to Welch. Welch drives, dishes, mishandled, or tipped by Gillum. Gillum knocks it out of her hands again, and that'll be out of bounds on Gillum.
More defense being played.
You see the Knighthettes, they've been getting in there, been reaching, they've been knocking the ball out of the way, trying to make anything that's easy difficult for the Tigers, like dribbling the basketball. They've really made that difficult for them. As the inbounds goes to Coy Kendall over the top of Jones. And there's going to be another jump ball.
You have to feel these Tigers have got to be getting tired.
Yeah,
not being able to get many subs.
They've only had like 1 sub tonight, and they've just played their hearts out. You got to give them credit as well. It's not like they're playing, not like they're just giving up. They've played 100% this whole game. As Minks with the 3 gets that one actually fall off the backboard. And Gillum looks kind of, I don't know what she's going. She might have been going for the teardrop floater, but she kind of got it caught on her leg and just kind of threw it up there. It's going to be out of bounds.
She's wanting those points, and you can't really blame her. She's wanting those points off the bench.
You see, she kind of tried to do like a Curry-like move, but, you know, no one's like that, man. He's crazy. As Grief with the 3.
Almost fell.
And she gets a steal. All by herself, though. She can't get anything going. Gives it to Jones. Jones doesn't have a shot. Gives it to Grief again. Grief skip past to Jones, and Jones, there you see Jones getting open.
I'm honestly one of these other girls besides, you know, Grief
and Jones with another baseline jumper. All of her points tonight have been from the baseline jumper. She's automatic down there, as it seems.
Kind of one of these other girls besides, you know, Grief and Paul's to shoot a couple threes tonight, you know, get the ball rolling.
And I think their game plan maybe, because as Gillum's going to get the jump ball, and she is not scared. She's just going up there, grabbing the ball. As Coy Kendall seems kind of upset.
Gillum's being very, very aggressive.
And here we come in is Riley Bond, Elizabeth Felker, and Kaylee Wooldridge. And each have contributed in their own little way tonight, as well as everyone else on the bench. As they're looking to get some, perhaps, points or just get some more playing time, as this is a kind of a game
we all know those girls are winning. Runner. Floater alert.
Wooldridge gets the rebound, takes it up the floor. She's got 1 man to beat, gives it to Bond. Bond kind of throws it up high off the glass, kind of threw it up there, and there's another jump ball. We've seen a lot of jump balls.
Looks like she got a little scared out there. You got to really be calm when you're...
We haven't really seen that much from her until then. It could have been she was scared, or it could just be she just kind of rushed the shot a little bit, but she just kind of chucked it up almost over the backboard. But then that's kind of to be expected. You don't get much playing time during the season, so you're kind of a little rusty. All you get is practice, you know. As Banak picks up her dribble, gets it off to Welch.
There's big difference in practice in the game.
And Bailey Gillum is going to get called for the foul, but it doesn't seem like
that looked clean.
Looks clean from up here, but we can't judge the calls, as it's the referee's job. But it definitely seemed like it was a clean, as Bailey Gillum's kind of laughing about it, as she probably thought she didn't get a foul. As Coy Kendall with her first makes it. She's been the most consistent player for the Tigers tonight. She's made her free throws, and she's just been kind of the only scorer other than Minks for the Tigers, as she gets her second one to fall as well. Bond Looks to take it up the floor, gives it to Wooldridge. Off to Jones. Jones to Felker. Felker drives. Puts up a layup, doesn't get that to fall.
Surprised that wasn't called a foul. Looked pretty.
As Benak takes it all the way coast to coast like LeBron James right there with the easy layup. As we got Gabrielle Jones. This is off to
Minute and
Wooldridge.
50 left on the clock. This game's winding down.
As this game is winding down, as the Knights look to clinch this victory, as they give it to Jones. Jones with the open shot, gets it to fall, and
another
as you
mid-range
see,
jumper.
Jones has just been automatic from that mid-range game. It seems to be her strong point.
Hopefully maybe she would have stepped back a feet or two. We got that
yeah,
three.
we like to see that three every now and then, but like we said earlier, you know,
she's automatic from that mid-range spot.
It's not like the boys' games, which, you know, it's to be expected, you know, just the physical attributes, but they can shoot the three as well. I've seen a lot of girls that can shoot the three ball, and like we said, Lexi Pauls, who we will see later on tonight on the YouTube channel, KnightVision Media, as Gillum looks to get that one to fall.
Like a runner or floater maybe.
And Welch gets her ball knocked away out of bounds on the Knights. As they're going to bring in a sub, and that will be Prater for the Tigers, subbing in for Caitlin Holt.
Caitlin Holt just looked exhausted out there.
Yeah, she's played her heart out. You can't, as well as everyone else on the team, like Coy Kendall, I don't believe she's had a rest. She may be one or two, but with one sub, you know, it's kind of hard to get them in and out constantly. But Coy Kendall again gets fouled, and that'll be another chance from the free throw line for Coy Kendall.
I think at this point, the Lady Tigers are just kind of on damage control.
Yeah, it looks like they're just trying to stop the bleeding, but the Knights offense hasn't been able to get stopped. As the defense is, you know, is kind of sagging off, and they're taking the easy shots, getting a lot of wide open looks for their guards as she gets the first one to fall and doesn't get the second one. And they're going to call a line violation.
Again.
And everyone
is
kind of confused of what is going on, especially on the Festus side. I mean, that's like the fourth one called, you said?
I wonder if the coach is, you know, telling them that this is the line violation.
And the coach, you know, he's been confused all night as we're under a minute to go in the game. As Gillum puts it up, doesn't get that one to fall. Wooldridge gets the rebound.
I like how Gillum hasn't been scared to take shots.
Yeah, she's just trying to get some points on the board as she gets the ball at the free throw line. Bond was wide open. Wooldridge with the shot, doesn't get that one to fall. Felker wrestles around, doesn't get the rebound as it's out of bounds on Festus. So
38 seconds left in this game. This game is now sealed.
I would like to say it's officially over as the Knights will look to run this clock out and get the victory. As it's been a really good game for the Knights after the first half, you know, as Riley Bond puts up a shot, doesn't get it to fall. His rebound goes to Festus.
Looks like somebody got
It's going to be another jump ball, and I believe that's going to be possession goes to Farmington. And, you know, tonight the big story for Farmington has been Zoe Johns and all the other players that have just come off the bench, not scared, and just providing that spark that they needed to get offensive runs going. And so when they got them runs, you know, they just haven't looked back.
The first quarter was really slow for both teams.
And I think the refs, you know, probably need to stop calling every little thing, as this game is quite a bit out of reach, over 30 points.
With 22 seconds left. I feel like the Knights should maybe just hold on to the ball, pass it around the perimeter.
Excuse me, not over 30 points. My math is a little bit off. Maybe I should go back to school. As Riley Bond puts up a shot, doesn't get that one to fall. She's kind of laughing at herself as she just wants to get them points. As with 9.2 seconds left, the Knights are just going to look to get one more stop and put this game in the books as a victory. As they get it to Minks. Minks for three. Hits the three at the buzzer. And that'll be it for the JV girls game, as it was a 20-point victory for the Farmington Knights.
Wonderful
the big
game.
Story, of course, was the bench play. And it's been a great time commentating here with Chucky Lambert, and we're KnightVision Media signing off.